Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be going over the things that I made in the month of March and April. So if you've watched my previous video, I did plan on doing some things very minimal due to everything that was going on, and I got most of those done and some of the things from previous times that I didn't finish quite in my own timing, I guess. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I'll show you is this little top that I made. It is in a color blocking. Obviously, I did a lot of color blocking. Basically, I just took every little piece of like gingham that I had left, and I had this yellow fabric from a different project, and I just kind of put them all together to make this top. Let me show you the top on now. So it turned out this top did not fit me whatsoever. I guess my measurements changed drastically from the time I started it to when I finished making it. So there is no try-on for this, unfortunately. Bye-bye. The next thing that I finished working on was this bag from Victory Patterns. It is a free pattern from their website. I needed a bag, and I just love making bags because they're simple and you don't have to worry about fitting them. And I finally finished this one. So I used this fabric that I had in my stash for quite some time, and this ribbing that I believe I got when I was making some backpacks. And it has two pockets on it and a really big opening, kind of hard to show, to hold a lot of things. And this has become our go-to bag in the house. We just take it for everything, for grocery shopping or going on a little like walk, just so we have a bag in case we end up going to a shop. And it's really handy, and even though the straps are much shorter than they're supposed to be, they're actually like supposed to be like up to here because I didn't have enough. It's still super usable, and you can still throw it over your shoulder. So I highly recommend this pattern if you're looking just for like an easy bag to make out of some stuff in your stash. Super good. The next thing I will share are just some more underwear. So in my last video, these ones had come undone. I had used a different sewing method for them, and nothing too crazy here, but I fixed them, so those ones are done. And these ones are finished. I used a wider elastic on this one because that's all I had in my stash at the time. So these are obviously not meant to be pretty or nice or anything like that, because this is just for me at home, but I enjoy them. I enjoy the fit. The next thing that I worked on was another thing for the Design Your Wardrobe. I worked on the Seamwork pattern. Okay, I really wanted to make these bicycle shorts. I wanted to have a good pattern to make the bicycle shorts, but I ended up cutting the fabric for both of them and making those. So this was my test run. I was kind of upset myself after I did it that it was only my test run. So these are the shorts, and for me, I'm really high. I have a really long torso, so for me, these need to be like at least 3 more inches taller than this. Otherwise, the fit is really great. The reason why I wish I didn't make it out of this is because I can't really wear it outside because it's so see-through, and I don't have any white stretchy fabric to like back it. So these will definitely only be at home short. They're still wearable, they're just not what I want. But this is my test run, so when I make it again, I'll make it at least with that waistband to like 3 inches higher. So like I said, I made the top as well, and I forget which size I made. I think I made the large, and most of the patterns I end up needing a medium. But then I look at the measurements, and the measurements say I need a large. So for this one I went with a large, and it definitely shows when I'm wearing it that I probably could have sized down. So for both of these things, not the best fit, but they're still something that I can wear around the house, and then next time I will try the different measurements and a different size. So here is what the top and bottom look like on. As you can see, it's a little short for me. I'm not really into low-waisted things, so I'd like it to be here. Otherwise, they're really comfortable, but very low. Underwear is good or higher than these. And then for the top, it's not the worst, but like I wish it was a little tighter, especially if it's going to be considered a bra. I'm wearing a bra underneath this because this just would not be enough support for me. So otherwise, it's okay. And the last thing that I worked on this last 2 months is this loungewear set that you're seeing behind me. It is the Pipit loungewear set from Common Stitch. This was one of the patterns that I wanted to get for the Design Your Wardrobe. This is one of the pieces that I picked out specifically for it. And I did end up finishing the shorts, which also are about 3 inches too short for my torso. But this pattern, this is my muslin, so I just made it out of a bed sheet that I had in my stash. So I have a couple of different bed sheets just for muslins, just because they're cheaper for me to get than the actual muslin fabric. But I really liked how quickly and easily it went together. The instructions were really simple to follow, so I'm definitely going to make them again, and I like the fit of them as well. It just needed to be a little bit taller on the rise. And I'm almost finished with the one that you see here. This is the top. Literally only needs the buttons down it, and same thing, the process is so easy to make. I love the construction details on it. I couldn't be more pleased with it. I don't know how it fits, so we'll have to see once I put the buttons on, and that probably won't be in this video, so we'll have to see next time. So here is the set. I just kind of put it on for you without the buttons. Once the buttons are on, it'll be a little bit better. But really cute. I mean, this is totally wearable. It's definitely a little see-through since it's a pair of sheets. But here's the waist. So like I said, it could be a little bit higher for my preferences, because right now I have it like all the way hiked up, giving me a little C-toe right there, and I'd rather not have. So I'd probably add, like, for this one, probably just another inch on it, because it gets folded over with the elastic when you make it. But it's really cool. This is exactly what I was looking for the summer here. It's already like 70-something degrees, and we don't have air conditioning here, so this is just really nice and breezy, and this is exact feels I was looking for loungewear for me. Well, it's pretty cute, right? So that is all the things that I made in the month of March and April. And as we're getting to the end of April, I figured that I would put this video in for the things that I'm planning to make for May. The first thing is this Simplicity pattern by Gertie. So I wanted to make this within the last 2 months, but that just did not end up happening. So I am going to cut this out. The plan is once this is finished completely, then this happens. And I'm going to be cutting this out because I'm really excited. So I'm going to be making the muslin out of another bed sheet that I gotten. I think I got this when I was in Minneapolis. It's not really like my color palette, but the print is really cool on it. It's just like kind of tropical brown tropical, and it's just really, I really thought it was fun. So I'll be making the muslin out of this fabric, and then to continue on working on items for the Design Your Wardrobe, I'll be using another seam work pattern to make the yoga pants or leggings, however you want to use them, I guess. off of the Shelley pattern from Seamwork, and for my muslin I have 2 different fabrics that I'm gonna pull out. It takes, according to my measurement, 2 yards of fabric, so I don't know if I'll end up doing color blocking, but I have this just gray stretchy fabric, and I have this rainbow fabric that I got last year to make some, it was like a night jumper for sleeping. So I'll use 2 of those, 1 of those, figure out how much fabric I'll actually need to make it, and that'll be my muslin for that. And then another thing for Design Your Wardrobe is this pattern that I kind of impulse buy because they had a little sale going on when they reopened their shop. I have another pattern by them that I haven't used, but I really wanted this one specifically for the skating part of the Design Your Wardrobe. So I pulled out this fabric from my stash. I made something with this last year as well. I think just like a muslin for another type of shirt. So I'll just be using this, and then I might use some other fabric for the different details just so I can tell. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I'll be working on for the month of May. I'm not planning on doing anything else other than those things, but I will be doing some more behind the scenes. I really like the studio vlogs that people do, and I've never really seen them for sewing, people who do sewing, so I figured I'm going to do some of that with just some of like my daily life included in it, especially because I got my full setup that I was looking for recording. I'm really happy about that, so you can probably see that next week is when I'll post that one. But for now, that is the whole video, and I just want to say thank you so much for my 12 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos and subscribing and being here to support me and my sewing habits. You are the best, and I will see you next time.